All right, we're looking at end behaviors on this, and that is the behavior of something at the end of it. And I'm going to say there are two ends. There's the left end and the right end. And basically it's saying, hey, you know what? As x, so look at the values of my x. As x goes towards, see, it's -5 right now, and I move this direction. Now it's -9 point something. Now it's -14 point something. So as x goes towards, well, it can go out forever in that left direction. So as x goes out towards negative infinity, what is happening to the y values? I'm putting it back over here. I want you to see a y value. So now focus in on the y value. That's 7.122 right now. And as I continue to move down and out to the left, the y value is now 5.016. Now it's 2.056. Now it's 1.39. Well, the y values are getting smaller. They're smaller, 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 but they're not going to negative infinity. In fact, they're limited because they can't get over that what? That horizontal asymptote. So you know what? I'm going to come back over here. I just want to put the value. I'm sorry. Whoa! No, I already have that dotted line on there. Silly me. That dotted line is there, and that represents, well, y equals 1 is the horizontal asymptote, and that's what it's going towards. By the way, on the right-hand side, you'll notice that also the y values, as the x values get larger, it's 4.5 now, it's 7 now, it's 9.9 now, it's a 12.08 now. Well, watch what happens to the y values as I go out. I start with low negative numbers for the y value, -2.916. I move over here, 0.426 is now positive, 0.636, 0.718, the y value is 0.776, 0.808. Well, what are they doing? Well, they're getting closer and closer and closer to what value of y? 1. And what is this so special about 1? It is the horizontal asymptote. So that's what these end behaviors. Now, let me just show you how you write these end behaviors. Okay, oops, not that screen, this one. All right. How do you write these end behaviors? So you say, or you write, on the left side of this graph, so the way we say is on the left side of the graph, as x goes towards negative infinity, that's a way of saying as it goes left. So as x goes towards negative infinity, this direction, what happens to y? Or f of x. So you can have f of x there, you can have y there. F of x is going towards, well, remember what was happening with the y values as we were coming out to the left? They were coming down and they were getting close to, but not including this particular y value of y equals +1. On the right-hand side, well, you just focus on the right-hand side, and we've got the same behavior basically, but it's as x goes towards positive infinity, then the y values, or you say f of x, goes towards, well, it was, remember the y value was going up and up and up, but it wasn't going to positive infinity, it was going to 1. And I just want you to take note that these end behaviors are always going to go towards this special line in here that's called our horizontal asymptote. So if you look at something, maybe it's not in graphical format, maybe it is in, let me get to it, this format. I want you to notice that I just put the red one on there and boom, there it is. Okay, so I want you to notice that the red line is this one in factored form, and xv, no, I'm sorry, I didn't need to talk about that. I meant to say leave it in unfactored form, and see how the coefficients of these x squareds are 1. So the horizontal asymptote is sitting at y equals 1. If it was bottom heavy, like to the third power, then that asymptote would drop down to the y equals 0. Oops, I didn't put that in the right place. It would drop down to, oh my gosh, I really messed that up. But anyway, so I'm going to leave it at that before I mess up any further. All right, that's it. Finish out these problems. See a teacher if you're struggling with anything, and I'm sure they can explain it to you.